Boom! What's up, everybody? We got a little video here. We got a comparison video. So I have been doing a little bit of experimenting with the grip portion of the blade. I think I'll always be kind of like a tape, full sock-esque guy on the bottom. But up here, I like to mess around a little bit. I like to try different things. So we're going to do a comparison of 4 different versions. So one, this is kind of our go-to for the last 3 years at least, I'd say. Grip tape. Or I usually go like a really small split knob on the top, and then we go grip tape or, you know, medical tape. It doesn't, I usually don't opt for it to be super sticky and tacky, as long as it just kind of gives me that texture. As recently talked about it in one of my past videos, beer league videos. Found out that like hairspray, the aerosol like hairspray, can do the, you can apply the butt ends type grips just as well. So I've got 2 butt ends. I have them both on my roller sticks, and then I have this Tacky-Mac, and I have another one on my sink next to Bauer sink. So I threw this Tacky-Mac on here. So, and I've been kind of liking it. So I wanted to make this whole video here. So we're gonna test 4 different options here, kind of the main ones. So we're gonna test the Tacky-Mac / butt end. We're just gonna lump them in together. I use both. I think they both feel pretty similar. I know there's different styles you can use, but just as a general thing. Then we've got lizard skin here. I've used some lizard skins on some sticks, but I got this this on the Warrior. It's yeah, it's all the way down. Typically I don't like it that long, but it came like that, so we're just gonna roll with it. Just more so for the feel. Then we're gonna go traditional tape, which, you know, I don't really have too big of hopes for. I don't think I've had regular tape for 4 years on the top. So, and lastly, we're gonna go with the grip tape. That's pretty much kind of the big 4, I'd say. So yeah, I don't really think there's too much of other options. We're gonna roll just, these are all like kind of sticks I've used a bunch, and they're all P92 curve. So this isn't really about the sticks, this is just about the grips, and I will give my insights and opinions on them here. So yeah, let's get the ice. All right, so we're going with the lizard skin first here. All right, so we're going to do some voiceover here. We've got the lizard skin on this stick right here. My main thing with this one would be just, I would have to cut it a little bit, make it a little smaller. It is the full length, so it is quite long, but it is personal preference. I like the way it fits and feels in the glove. It's not much slippage, but it's not too tacky. And you can also have some, you know, some personalization to these too. So it's really overall a pretty solid grip. Also, I think it's pretty decent for your gloves. It won't tear them up as much compared to like regular tape or grip tape, I would say. So I personally like the lizard skins quite a bit. Main thing is the price. It is like $12 to $16 for a single roll, so a little expensive. All right, now we got butt end / Tacky-Mac here. They're essentially the same thing. A grip going over the stick. All right, so we are moving to the Tacky-Mac or butt ends kind of grip, the slip over grip. So at first, I've tried these before. I kind of thought that they were a little bit heavy and clunky, but like I said, I threw 2 on roller sticks, and then I threw 1 on a regular ice stick here, and I've kind of gotten used to it, and I'm starting to really like them. They do still feel a little, I wouldn't say heavy, I would just stick with the word kind of clunky, but like I said, I've gotten used to it a little bit more, and I'm starting to starting to like the way it sits in my glove. It's also one of those things where it's not too tacky. It's got really good grip and it's not moving in your glove, but it's also, you're not like, your palm isn't stuck to the material. So I do kind of like that. My main gripe with these is just the expense. I think butt ends for a single one is like 25 or to 30 bucks. The TachyMac, they are a little bit cheaper, but still pretty expensive.
Now we're on to regular tape. I haven't touched regular tape with my grip probably in 4 years.
Okay, on to regular tape here. We're just using 1-inch cloth, you know, like Howie's tape here. So, I personally haven't been a fan of using regular tape on the knob for quite some time now. I just feel like, one, the destruction it does to your gloves is not worth it. I think there's better options. Main thing about this one is just the price. It's cheap, you can get it. Just regular tape, and it's accessible. So that is that. Obviously, another kind of a positive thing is you can get pretty creative with your knob. You know, if you want it a certain way, you can make different layers or patterns. That's obviously pretty easy to do with these compared to like lizard skin or butt ends. Not impossible to do with them, but it is kind of tough. You'll see here coming up is kind of a close-up. This is what I cannot stand about having just straight tape is it wears down so quick. This is just, I just threw this on for this skate here just a couple minutes, and you can already see some, you know, build up and residue on the white tape from the glove. I think it gets worn out very quickly and it just gets annoying. So it ends up slipping, gets gross and disgusting. So not a huge fan of regular tape.
Last but not least, we got grip tape, medical tape, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, so now we've got grip tape, medical tape, whatever you want to refer to it as last year. And like I said, this has been my primary kind of go-to for a while now. I know like Howie's has got stretch grip, or they got some other different terms for it. This is more so just like a kind of like a medical grip. It's got a, you know, a pretty similar texture to it, and that's kind of what I prefer, is mostly the texture of it. It doesn't have to be super grippy and tacky for me to like it. I kind of just like the feeling of you can make it kind of firm by pressing it down, and also it's got some good accessibility when it comes to knobs. Like I said, I usually do the pretty thin knob on top, and then just straight grip tape, and then some electrical tape to seal it off. I think it's really solid because it's got a ton of different colors you can pick, team colors, things like that, so you can get creative there. Next thing is it's very inexpensive. You know, you can get it for pretty cheap. I got like a whole set of this stuff on TikTok Shop in a bunch of different colors for I think 10 bucks, and you get like 15 rolls. So I mean, you're under $1 for all of it, and I just think it's very useful. It goes a long way. You don't have to retape it all the time. I think this is one of the better options for sure. That pretty much kind of wraps up the, you know, the testing of it or whatever. I've used all of them at some point, you know, more or less, but so I'm pretty used to all of them. When it comes down to it, I have my preferences for sure. Definitely, if I'm gonna rank all four here, I'll just do it real quick. We're gonna go last is the regular tape. I said it in kind of while I was skating around. I just don't like how quick it wears down. I think it gets nasty and kind of loses grip, honestly, after 1 or 2 skates. So really not a big fan, plus it destroys gloves, I think. So now this is where it kind of really does get tough, because I really like all 3 of these, to be honest with you. I like them a lot. Probably number 3 we'll go with the butt ends or TachyMac grip. Just because I'm not fully used to it yet, I think it's got a lot of good potential. Like I said, $30 for a butt end, and Tachymax are a little bit more affordable. I think you can, and they're kind of older, so you know you can get them a little bit cheaper. But I mean, it's just a lot of money for just a grip compared to when you can make it very inexpensive. So it's just a little excessive. If the price was a little better, I would really have a hard time determining whether if this was, you know, like a 2 or a 3 or even a 1. So I'm gonna go that's a 3 slot is the butt ends, and then 2 is lizard skin. Like I said, I really like lizard skin. It's got, you know, kind of the same effect as grip tape, but like I said, price point here, you know, you're looking at 12 to 15 bucks for one of these. And yeah, they've got some good longevity. Like, I think they got good life in them, or you can use them for a while. It's just, yeah, I think the best option overall would be the grip tape, like number 1. So you can get very, very you can get very, you know, personal when it comes to your knob. Like I said, you can throw a big one, or you can throw the split knob here, and then pretty much throw the grip tape on top, and it's gonna lay right down onto it. And you can do layers. I just think it's very, very easy to mold and do what you want with it. And then you can, like I said, even to seal it down, like just throw the electrical tape on there or clear tape, and it's all good. And I just think it's the best for your $1, and it just honestly does perform almost as good as like the rubber stuff. You know, like I said, this one will wear down maybe a little quicker, but like I said, I got the full, you're not paying a lot for it, so just retape it, you can keep it fresh. So that's kind of like my ranking there, which is probably expected as I use this one for a while. But like, I really do enjoy like the Tachymax so far, and I've got the butt ends on the roller sticks. I like it. Like, the good thing is you don't have to retape these. These things will last for pretty long. Like, the butt ends, I've had them on there for a while. Lizard skin's pretty cool. You can get accessible. Just like I said, the regular tape is a no-go for me for sure. We're staying away from it. You know, it's all personal preference. I know everyone, you know, use whatever you like. This is just kind of my opinion and what I think. So appreciate everyone tuning in, listening to my little rant here. Hopefully you enjoy. If you got any other ideas content wise, let me know. I will definitely be down to do whatever you want to see. So yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in. Peace.